Well, hey there everybody, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day or night, and welcome back to my channel. As always, I'm Deluxe. Alright, let's do another freaking Transformer review because I love some freaking Transformers. Today we'll be taking a look at MPG-15 Cybertron Rattle. This is Rattrap from Beast Wars, and I picked this up at TFCon a couple weeks ago, and really excited to review this guy. Finally got him, so here he is with the box. Love the box art, looks good. There he is in the rat. There you go. Transformers MPG-15. There you go. Cybertron Rattle. And there is the back. They look really good. Unfortunately, I do not have all mine out. I do have all these. I just, they're packed up and everything. But got the stuff and everything. All the accessories and all the gimmicks he has, which is pretty cool. And then on the back, or on the side right here, and underneath. Awesome sauce. All right, let's get right to it. Like, shares, prayers, and Care Bears. Hit that sub button for me if you don't mind. Follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. And also go to Show Z. Buy you some Transformers. Use Deluxe32 at the top. It really helps out the channel. I appreciate that. Want to become a member? Hit the join button down below. And let's get right to it. And let's talk about some MPG Rattrap. Awesome sauce. I'm excited. Let's go. All right, let's take a quick look what he comes with. Now, he does come with the gun. It is stored in alt mode. I'll show you that when I get it out and everything. I just want to show you where it's stored and everything. But first, we'll take a look at, he does come with a little collector's card, which is nice. Got a nice glossy sheen to it. Looks really good. Love that picture. Looks nice. And on the back, you do got some stats and everything and stuff I can't read. Very nice. Does come with instructions. Tons of stuff. Easy to read. Easy to follow, nice big pictures and everything. That is really cool. I like that. All right, so he does come with two faceplates for him in bot mode. He's got the kind of screaming, I guess, or yelling and everything. Nice copper paint. Got the gold right there. It kind of looks like the brain. And you do got some red plastic right there for the eyes. You got the buck teeth and everything. Copper, like I said, very nicely done. Nice color right there. And you get the kind of the just a kind of a smiling face kind of look like that. Looks good. Love the silver and love the copper. Looks really nice. You do get an extra face or head for the rat mode, which this has the whiskers and everything. You got the buck teeth. You got the nice eyes right there, the ears and all that stuff. But this one has whiskers. The other one he comes with, I'll show you that. They're just drawn on there. But you got black for the nose, but you got little whiskers. That's pretty cool. And you get two adapters. So this is going to be the one for a rat or his alt mode. You can use it to, if you have a stand, you can use it for that. And you can also use it to be put on the back of Primal. And if he can, he can ride his back like he did in the cartoon, which is pretty cool. And you get a smaller adapter that is for bot mode. And yeah, we'll see that, and I'll show you that whenever it comes up. All right. So there you go. That is what Rattrap comes with. All right, and here is the rat of the hour. I'm going to say man of the hour, rat of the hour. Here is Rattrap. I think it looks pretty cool. He is really paneling, but you got kind of the fur texture, which I always love. They do that. It's very nice. You got underneath right here. This is going to be his chest when he transforms. That's going to be cool. Like I said, yeah, he does have the just drawn on whiskers right there. Got some paint right there. A little bit on his nose. You do got the buck teeth and everything. Do open up the mouth. You got nice pink for the tongue, which looks really good. And white for the teeth. And you got a little paint for his little paws, little mouse paws, rat paws. And you got black for the fingernails, which looks really good. You do get to see a little bit of robot pieces, not much. They hide it pretty good on this one, which is very nice. There you go. All right, so as far as articulation, like I said, you can open up the mouth. That looks good. The ears do move too as well. Back and forth, up and down or something like that. All right, so you can lift up the front arms and everything. You do go back and forth a little bit, which is nice. You do got a bend at the elbow right there, which is good. And you got a bend at the foot too as well. And you got a swivel too for kind of like a rocker kind of thing going on, which is nice. Same thing for the back. You can lift up right there, back and forth all the way around. You do have a bend right here and right here. So you got two bends right there. No swivel for this one on the back like you do in the front. So you got Nice articulation right there. And with the tail, you got 4 points of articulation. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got that bend right there, right there, right there, and you do got a swivel too. So you can have that any way you want to, which is good. I think it looks really good in wrap mode. Very nicely done. Now, like I said, you do have this other option for the facts right there, and all you got to do is, now you can have them sit up too as well. So if you want to untab that right there and kind of move that right there like that, and you can move these in. It does have a nice little butterfly right there for that, but you just untab this right here, and you kind of just move this back on a hinge. If I can move that back, there we go. All right, well, I think I'll move. Okay. You can kind of have that sitting up like that, have that right there, have that right there, and you can get kind of a sitting pose right there. You know, that's pretty cool. Oh, like that. That's really nice. I like that. It's a nice little option if you want to display them like this. That is pretty cool. But like I said, you can take this off. Well, come on. There we go. Golly. And if you want to put this on right here to have the whiskers on, you can do that. Come on, golly. Well, maybe you can't. There we go. You got to put that in the hole right there. Make sure you slide it in right there. May have to do this off camera. Golly, be right back. One moment. All right, finally able to get that thing on. So there's little two, slider things right there. Make sure they are in there correctly, and then you can push it in. Like I said, there's a hole that does that. So yeah, so there's two. I don't know if you can tell right there, but two little things right there will slide in right there, and you can switch off the head. You do get a little bit of range of motion. You get the up and down. You get a little big side to side everything if you want to do that. You do got a little gap right there. You can kind of push it. I mean, that looks goofy like that, but you're supposed to kind of have it like that. But yeah, there you go. There's the difference. Like I say, he does have whiskers, and this one is kind of drawn on there, so that's pretty cool. But I like it. Looks good. And then you can have him like that. And like I said, you can take your adapter. Fortunately, I do not have any of my stands out, but there is two little holes right there, and you just kind of put it right there, and you can put it on a stand. You can have them flying, I guess, if you want to, or like I said, on the back of Primal, there's a little tab you lift up, and this will go in there too, and he can ride his back like he did in the cartoon, which is a pretty cool little thing. That'd be a nice little way to display these and everything. But yeah, that is what you do with the stand right there. And like I said, the smaller one will be for the bot mode. But yeah, there you go. There is Rattrap in his rat mode, and I think it looks really good. Very great job they did. Awesome. And like I said, unfortunately, I do not have any of my other Beast Wars out to do some comparisons, but there you go. There's my wallet, and there's some scale for you. All right, back from transformation. Not a terrible transformation. A lot of, stuff on the back and everything because he is back heavy. Just you will have to kind of situate the legs. You kind of got to move him forward and the feet because he is quite back heavy because most of the rat is on his back. I didn't mention that, or when I was doing the transformation, you can fold up the legs a little further to kind of, touch the tail, and you should have the tail kind of like this or everything. You can have it however you want to. You can move the arms, move these rat, feet and everything. You can have them however you want to, but try to compact it as best you can because, like I said, he is quite back heavy, and you want to compact everything. And it just comes with being Beast Wars. A lot of the stuff, Megatron has that, issues with the flaps, on the back of him and everything. So, but overall, I think he looks really good. The paint is spectacular. I love it. You got some light popping back there and everything. But yeah, I love the copper throughout. You got the little maximal symbol right there with the silver, copper, or kind of gold coppers right here throughout. So really good on the paint job. You got some silver toes. So very nice. Looks really good. All right. And also forgot to mention, in rat mode, he does have the brown. It kind of fades into the gray plastic, which I really like that. I didn't mention that, but when I was going over taking pictures and everything, I noticed that. I really like that, how they do that, fade into the plastic and everything. It looks really good. So there you go. All right, we'll go over articulation real quickly. All right, so you can look down, not much at all. You can look up quite a bit, which is good, all the way around. And you do got a little attitude as well. Very nicely done with that. These ears do move up and down, so you can have them up if you want to. Now, I have a little issue. This tab right here does come easily untabbed, like that right there. Not really a secure fit right there, so just be wary of that. All right, so you got the arms. They do go on. There's a hinge right here, so you can go up to about right there. He doesn't have a butterfly. Being cool. I'd rather have the butterfly instead of this, but I understand. You got silver, like I said, throughout. You can go all the way around, which is nice. You can move these shoulder pads a little bit. They do move as well during transformation. You do have a nice elbow bend all the way, which is good. You do got a bicep swivel. You do have a in and out of the hand and a swivel of the hand, and the fingers are on all one pin, but they're curved and everything, but it does hold the weapon pretty good and everything like that. The thumb is fixed. It does not move at all. So you do have a waist swivel. You may have to move this up a little bit and everything, but you do get the full waist swivel and everything. That's good. No ab crunch or anything like that. All right. Like I said, tons of good paint right there. You got the Van Damme all day, every day, which is good. You can kick up to about right there, kick up to about back a little bit, not much, because like I said, the backpack does get in the way quite a bit. You do got a thigh swivel. It's kind of tight right there. You got a knee swivel. You do have a nice knee bend. You get the full knee bend, which is good. I like that. And then you got the feet. You got the side to side, so you got the rocker for side. You got swivel. You got toe tilt kind of up. And not much down, a little bit down, but the feet does move on a hinge right there. The toes do move as well, so you got that and everything. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, there you go. There is articulation of Rattrap. All right, real quick, we'll go over accessories. So he does have a little a gimmick with the bombs, which I'll show you that real quickly. So you just got to lift this up right here, and you can take a spudger or something like that, and you can kind of move that out of the way. Let me see if I can grab this. Don't have a spudger out right now. Let's see. Well, there we go. Alrighty, got it out. So I got the little bombs. You could do the, reenact that one scene. There are two. There's another one on this side too as well. You can just you can put them in the hand. There's a little slot and tab thing, and you can hold that. So that's pretty cool. I like that. That's a nice little nod to the cartoon and everything. So there you go. We'll put that back in there. If it'll go in there, come on. It is really tiny. If you got sausage fingers, you're gonna run into an issue. There you go. All right, close that. All right, with the gun, I did pull out the gun right there. I like that how it stores in there, but you got the gray, the maximal symbols and everything. Got the nice gray paint and the copper, which is good. This will fold in to sit that. So once again, he does have a little tab, little slot thing on there. So you just kind of slide it in there, tab it in, and let's see, where's the slot at? There we go. All right, it's really secure. And then you can close the fingers around it. And there you go. Hold his weapon on either side, which is good. You do have a couple of face plates. Like I said, you can lift up right here. You want to get a spudger, but take that off right there. And you can use the more that shows the buck teeth and everything. You got the kind of face right there with that lock piping. Looks good. And last but not least, once again, you do have a little adapter for a stand. So what you do is basically you're going to kind of lift this up right here, and you have two little slots right there, and you're just going to take this thing right here and tab it in like that. And there you go. You can use an adapter for a stand if you have one. Unfortunately, I don't have one right now. But there you go. There is accessories and one of the gimmicks you can with the bomb and everything. It's pretty cool. All right, like I said earlier, unfortunately I don't have any of my Beast Wars stuff out, but there is Kane Toys Exceedle, and he is MP scale, and there's my wallet. And there's some scale for you. Well, hey there, everybody. If you made it this far, as always, I freaking appreciate that. All right, final thoughts on this is MPG-15, I think it was. This is Masterpiece Rattrap. So I think all we need left for the Maximals is MP scale Air Razor to have the full cast from Season 1. And I think the Predacons, we got a Waspinator coming from Robot Toys, and I think we need a Tarantulas. I can't remember if he was in Season 1 or 2. You know, anyways, I forget. Golly, I'm old. But overall, really like Rattrap. Love the rat mode. The alt mode looks really good. Spot on right there. Love how the brown fades into the gray plastic, which looks really good. And I love that you can sit up too as well. I love that you can move the tail and you can, you know, sit up and do stuff. That's pretty cool. I like that. Transformation's real easy. Most of it is just flip-flap and stuff, you know, especially the backpack. I like the bot mode. Now, he looks great from the front. You know, he does have a lot of backpack, just like most of the time Beast Wars does. So that, you know, it kind of hinders the articulation. I do like that. I wish they would have had a butterfly instead of doing that right there. It would have been cool to do a butterfly. But overall, articulation's okay. You know, it's fine. So like I said, the backpack really hinders it, you know, and everything. So, you know, overall, it, you know, you can give it some good, really, you know, decent, you know, positions and everything. I love the accessories. I love the gun, nicely painted. Love the you know, the nice little bombs in the forearms. That's pretty cool for that one episode. And I love the adapter where you can put it on, you know, you can ride on Primal. I think that's pretty cool. You do get the extra, you know, mouse head with the whiskers. That's pretty cool. And you get the two face plates, really nicely done with that. Paint is really good. The copper, the silver, all that stuff is really nicely painted. You know, so really great job on the paint job as always. And materials feel good. Didn't think I was going to break anything. Like I said, transformation's easy and fun. Like I said, you're just mainly doing some flip-flop and stuff and everything. Kind of wish they would have painted the eyes. You know, you do have the light piping, but would have been cool to paint the eyes. But yeah, other than that, really like it. It's a great MP. Like I said, I'm excited. We're finally getting Waspinator, and I'm glad we're getting, I hope they do some more, you know, Beast Wars figures. That'd be pretty cool for the Masterpiece line. So, hope you like my review. Hit me with some likes, shares, prayers, and Care Bears. Hit that sub button for me if you don't mind. Hit me with some comments. Tell me thought of the review. What y'all think of this guy? Have you got him? I know I'm a little behind, but like I said, I've been moving, so I'm trying to catch up on my reviews and everything. So I guess I'll see you in the next Transformer review. And as always, be good to yourself. Hail freaking Transformers and hail freaking Masterpiece and Beast Wars. Oh, follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and go to Show Z. Buy some Transformers. It really helps out the channel. Use Deluxe32 at the top. I really appreciate that. So yeah, pretty awesome, man. Love doing floor time on my new floor and everything. Got some nice soft carpet and everything, so that's pretty cool. Come on, Ramhorn. Yeah, where's my, was it? Now, he's the uncle of RC, right? I think that's what it was, or RC's his aunt. I know somebody's going to tell me in the comments. I can't forget. I always forget. I think RC is his aunt, I think. Yeah. Anyways, good night, folks, man. This is a fun Transformer. I love doing reviews on fun Transformers. It's always, yeah, good times, man. Love that. Good night, folks.